What is up, Bomber fans? It's your boy Nick, back again, down at the Rum Hut, and I am the Rum Hut. That's I think the running joke that I just always am at the Rum Hut, but even though we're not there, clearly we are at BC Place. Looking around this place, absolutely looks beautiful. I wish it was always this full, because actually no, it doesn't look very full in the back there. But I think it might be this week. Like, Bombers coming to town. I think there's a lot of Bomber fans that go to games in BC, and we got news today of one Nathan Rourke coming back, and he is going to be playing this week. I think I was looking at some stuff. BC's head coach Rick Campbell said that he expects, I don't remember the exact quote, but he said knowing Rourke, he expects that he will play this week. So huge news. And I usually do these videos a little later, but I had to come on today to talk to you guys about it. Sit back, get your favorite drink, favorite beverage, whether it's a Appleton's Estate rum, or it's a beer of your choice, or a coffee or a tea. Sip it and enjoy. Boys, I'm so excited for this game. Off a bye week, our first one of the year. Feels like it's been a long time since we got to enjoy some football. And I just wanted to give my expectations for the game, talk about the season, about these little notes today that just came out. So I just wanted to talk about, BC, their last game, and kind of go over some of these numbers. Like, this is shocking. Vernon Adams Jr., he went 8 for 17, which is less than 50% passing, 74 yards, 1 interception. Dolagala went 1 for 3 with 12 yards. They rushed for 10 carries for 42 yards. It's just really, really bad offensive numbers. So this, honestly, for BC's perspective, it couldn't have been a better timing. It looks like they hit rock bottom, especially with Vernon Adams getting injured last game. So great news for BC. That being said, on the flip side of that, does it change this outcome of the game? I think it definitely increases their chances of winning, and it's at home. In Winnipeg, we played last week, and I brought this up to a couple of my buddies and a couple of people who are a little bit more. Actually, it's so funny. I actually met one of the newspaper reporters at work, and I brought it up to him. I said, "Do you think that the weather played any factor in Winnipeg's win last week?" It was like 32 degrees, and the Bombers practice outside all the time. He said, "I've never thought of that. I didn't even think of that, because you think BC is pretty warm as well, but I think they do practice inside." That being said, the heat, the crowd, everything, it's 10 times more difficult than coming in and playing at your home stadium. So I'm going to give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt for last game. I don't think that 25-0 is something that we should just be expecting, every week against BC. That being said, this Bombers team that we saw last week was the best we've seen, dating back to last year, even before, when we beat them in the Western Final last year. The best performance I've seen us put in for probably a year and a half, probably pre-injury by Zach. So I think that if they can uphold a similar level of results, or a similar level of performance, I do really like the Bombers' chances this week. Bringing in Nathan Rourke, I think he's easily, if he is still on that level of last year, when he was previously in the CFL, I think he's head and shoulders the best quarterback in the league at the moment. That being said, 3 years away from the game and not really playing and just being in practices in the NFL, I've seen that happen in the past, and guys don't really come back the same usually. So I was one of those people who, and I hate to say it, was kind of campaigning for the Bombers to bring in Nathan Rourke, kind of even just a couple weeks ago, because we were having a lot of struggles with Zach. Offense was not clicking, and I was thinking, pull the plug. This is the season's over. We're gonna need to change things, and going forward, I think it'd be a good move. Transitioning to a new quarterback might be less painful than sticking with the same old. But I give props to the Bombers. Like, they've completely turned it around in the past couple weeks. I know against Toronto, it didn't really work out. We had a lot of turnovers, but I don't think that's you can't really hang that on Buck or on Zach. They were kind of. You look at Dembski, he's been careless carrying the football all season. Last week, I actually had a pretty good laugh how he held on to the football like this, so I really like to see that. Obviously it's kind of weighing on him as well. So good to see that he really dedicated himself to securing the football. Transitioning over to Rourke and kind of his transition back to the CFL. Obviously, Rick Campbell, head coach of the Lions, he did say that it's very likely that he should play this week. And I'm really hoping he does. If anyone gets to play him first, I really hope it's us. I just really have, at the moment, lots of confidence in this team. The defense has been absolutely lights out. I just think that this is the perfect, buzzsaw for him to come back and sharpen his teeth back against, right now, in my opinion, the best defense in the league. I really am looking forward to this matchup. You just look at kind of the results from the last 2 weeks and some of the numbers. It's just astronomical. Like, some of these numbers are just excellent. And I just think it's gonna be a great matchup. Definitely gonna increase the viewers and make it a much more interesting game. And how awesome would it be? And it's all Bomber fans here, right? Like, I don't think there's gonna be, maybe it's a big news, right? So maybe there are some other, but you know what? I really like our chances. Even if it's Nathan Rourke, I actually prefer it that way, because if we can go in and we can slap him around a bit this week, it really shows the league that we mean business. And we're not just some washed up team that, was good 4 or 5 years ago. I really, really want to go in and lay a licking on this guy. It's football, so I'm not even gonna pretend that I don't really want like Big Hill or Willie or whoever just to lay him out multiple times and just show him you don't want to play us. And it would be kind of nice if he wasn't very good. You were away from the league for 3 or 4 years, or even more, I don't even know. And you keep trying at this NFL thing where clearly it's not working out. And I do respect it. I know you have to, you have one career, you got to try to make something of it. But at the end of the day, you're not just, if you just stick around on practice rosters, teams aren't going to be like eventually just, oh, he's been on a lot of practice rosters, we're going to give him a shot now. No, that's not how it works. You actually get less valuable because people keep realizing this guy's just a training camp body. He's just an arm. This guy's not. This guy. Teams keep just bringing him back and realizing he's not good enough. So why would we bring him in and actually give him a shot? It's just that's what happens. It's not the other way around. It's not thinking, oh, you know what? Oh, he's been around a long time. Let's, I bet he just hasn't gotten an opportunity. No. It's not how it goes at all. It's the exact opposite. So good to see him back in the league. I think the CFL is better with him in the league. I hope nothing but the absolute worst for him, because I hope that he's in the West, and we need them to lose as many games going forward as possible. So I hope many future losses for him. So yeah, I'm just gonna come get down to my predictions for the game. You know what? I don't think it's a good move on BC's part if they are going to be starting him. First off, you're starting him against, in my eyes, from the past couple games, the best defense in the league. And he's joining a offense that hasn't been very good. So you're kind of setting him up for failure. But that being said, you know, he is a veteran. It's probably not going to phase him, but he hasn't played football in a long time, aside from some preseason games. So this is going to be a very interesting. I cannot wait for this. Sunday, I will be sitting on pins and needles. The Bombers absolutely need to win this game. BC needs to win this game. Nathan Rourke's coming back. Like, how much better does this get, guys? Honestly, how much better does this get? And you know what? It's just getting better. If the Bombers can win this, like, look how close this league is right now. Like, the standings are insane. If Winnipeg can beat BC, we go to 4-6. BC goes to 5-5. Winnipeg has a season series over the BC Lions because we've won the last 2 games. You know, the Stamps right now are at 4-5. The Riders are at 5-3. Like, the Elks aren't even out of this. Like, I know Trey Ford went down last week, but they're 2-7. Like, if they win a couple games in a row against divisional opponents, they are back in this. This is insane, guys. All I have to say is my cat unplugged my mic when I originally shot this whole entire video, and I only realized when I went to go actually edit it. So yeah, he likes to sit on top of my computer tower, and he just like will pull out wires out of the back of my computer. Like, does anybody else have this problem? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Quick and short video. All I have to say is, go Bombers. See you at the Rum Hut. Go Bombers. Sunday, we are going to spank some kitty cats. Peace.